Hi, Amanda Craven here, and today I want to talk to you about the difference between splash and squeeze pages, but how you can use the power of both in your email marketing. So, let's first of all look at the difference between a squeeze and a splash page. Now, technically, a squeeze page captures an email address, and a splash page takes you to another page. Often, though, these two are combined, and when you do so, that's when things really get interesting for your opt-in results. Now, before I go on to that, I want to talk to you about how much people hate pop-ups. Now, you know what a pop-up is. It's that thing that suddenly looms out of a website at you, that box that you can't seem to get rid of, that asks for your email for you to, carry on reading if you want to do so, or it has a tiny little X in the corner if you can see it, to get rid of the darn thing, and the whole experience is just irritating. And I'm not the only one who thinks so, because in a recent survey by Jacob Nielsen, 95% of users reported that their online experience was affected negatively or very negatively by design elements that popped up in front of their windows. Now, this survey was of 18,808 users, and over half of those people said that pop-ups affected their opinion of the advertiser, and this could be you, very negatively, and 40% of those people said it affected their opinion of the website very negatively. So all in all, it's not a great first impression to make. And let's face it, your squeeze page or your splash page is where people first get to know you, and first, we hope, start to trust you enough to give you their email address. Okay, so let's look at a better way to do things. And here is the website of Ben Settle. And you can find this at bensettle.com. Now, you've heard me talk about Ben before, and I'm not going to call him a guru because he's really rude about gurus. I'm going to call him a genius because he'd like that. I can tell he's got a clearly healthy ego. And why not? He's very good at what he does. And what Ben does is he has a splash page, and this also serves as his squeeze page because, as he says here, double your sales with email. Okay, cool. And if you enter your primary email, notice he uses one form field. Remember what I said about keeping it minimal? And in return for that, you get a free digital copy of his prestigious $97 a month email players newsletter, and it's extremely good. And a lovely big shiny green button, sign me up. Now, Ben also gives you an option. He has below that a paler button that says no thanks, and beneath that, go to the website and read over 700 pages of advanced email and web marketing tips. Now that, to me, is pretty enticing as well. And this is where it's clever. Because not only does he build your trust in him by giving you that option, hey, if you're not ready to sign up to give me your email address, fine. Here, go to my site, read more about it, and there on the site you get another chance to opt in to his list. But it also, in SEO terms, is smart because this splash page fronts his blog, and that means it's an authority site, it's full of great unique content. Google loves it. What Google doesn't love is a single squeeze or splash page just shoved up there. It's going to be hard to rank, unless you back it up with some serious content as well. Now, another example of this, you can see here, you can have 5 sales spiking website tweaks you can use right now. You enter an email address, you get your tweaks, and beneath that there's a button, no thanks, take me to the main site. Now, if you do opt in, well, you come to this page which says, you need to confirm. You'll get an email asking you just to do that. Double opt-in, you know the drill, la la la. But it also says you might also want to visit my main site, another link to that main site. Smart. Again, he gives you the choice, but he also, in SEO terms, this works really well, and you can see what he's all about. Now, who are you more likely to trust? The person who uses a pop-up, an irritating pop-up on their website, or someone like Ben Settle who uses a splash stroke squeeze page to build your trust in him, to get to know you first. It's beautifully designed, and then he just asks for your details. Now, here's another example of a splash page used as a squeeze page. This is minuterace.com, and this one again is smart because when you go to the site, that timer is ticking down the whole time. Move beyond your comfort zone. It's your turn. Great use of graphics. And again, we've got a single field here to fill in. Enter your email address to join our invite list, and you submit. And there you go. Now, if you take these examples and you apply them to your own squeeze pages, you can make life a lot easier for yourself. There have been reported increases of opt-in rates of up to 56%. But let's put statistics aside for a moment. Think in common sense terms. Are you more likely to want to opt in to someone who offers you choices from the beginning, who's prepared to say, this is me, this is fine, but hey, if you want to get to know me, if you want all the stuff I have to offer for free, apart from you wouldn't get the Email Players newsletter until you signed up, but there's a huge amount of material on Ben Settle's website, then he's essentially laying himself out there for you. And you are far more likely, I think, in human terms, and remember what I always say about the humanization, the personalization of marketing, it is so important now. And you're far more likely to give someone like that your email details. So just think about that in terms of your own squeeze splash pages if you want to use them. And think about what all I've said in these first 3 lessons about the various ways you can reach out to people, you can personalize. There was a plugin I recommended earlier in the week, and there are details to that below this particular email, because it's something which I do think encapsulates that sense of personalization of someone coming to a site and going, oh wow, this does appeal directly to me. It's smart because it's a very cheap little plugin, but it's about geo-targeting, so that when the person comes to the website and they see that, oh my goodness, you know where I am, it's a friendly thing to do. It's something that makes them think, it's just a little bit of humanization. You actually connect with, you care about me. And it's going back to that sense of when people come to your site, what they want to know is what's in it for me. Always keep that in mind. That offer is very clear in Ben Settle's splash page. You can have this great stuff, you can have that great stuff. It's all there for free. You choose what you want to get and how you want to get it. Give me the email, you get even more. Do you see? By making that offer almost irresistible and clear, that's when you get a successful squeeze or splash page. Okay. Thanks for listening, and the next lesson we're going to be moving on to the content of those emails that you're going to be filling up your autoresponder with. Until then, take care, have fun, and speak soon.